Adam and Eve were the first of God's children to come to earth. They were created in the image of God and had bodies of flesh and bones just like Him. Adam and Eve were placed in a place called the Garden of Eden. There God provided for them and they were still in His presence and learned from Him. They were given agency or the ability to choose right from wrong. In the garden they lived in a state of innocence. They were immortal and lived in a state where they could not have children. They lived as if they were children still at home with their parents. God did give them commandments to multiply and replenish the earth, and to not eat from the forbidden fruit. Obeying this latter commandment meant that they could remain in the garden, but they could not progress by experiencing opposition and mortality. They could not know joy because they could not experience sorrow and pain. Satan tempted them to eat the fruit, and they did. Because of this, they were cast out from the garden and were now subject to physical death. They also experienced spiritual death, or being cut off from the presence of God. They were driven forth to the earth and to make a living and choices by their own hands. Now they could truly progress and prove themselves before God because of the opposition they now faced. Though they were cut off from the presence of God, He would not leave them in that state, but it was His plan that they would leave the garden and that He would provide them a way back to His presence, and for their children to do so as well. It was through His plan and the sacrifice of Jesus Christ that this was made possible. Adam and Eve being cast out of the Garden of Eden is known as the fall.